Welcome back, everyone, to episode 4 of StabbyQuest. We hope you enjoyed our double feature in episode 3. I am very excited to finally have Sarowyn with the group. In this episode, the main narrative of the adventure takes off, and our heroes receive a little help. Some of you listeners out there will recognize a familiar face, or voice, actually. And a big thank you to Seacoast Brothers Butcher Shop in York, Maine, Stairway to Heaven Comics in Newington, New Hampshire, Diversions, Puzzles, and Games in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Bullmoose Music in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, for letting us leave a stack of business cards at their registers. And with that, let's get right to the episode.
This is it. We're all together.
First time together, all of us.
I know.
We're doing all the things.
All the things. Okay. Oh my god, it literally just lightning outside. So here we go. Some quick errata and aka things I messed up last time. Chad, Chester's ranged touch attack spell would have actually hit the Earth Elemental because the AC against a touch attack is generally lower than a normal AC. And because the Earth Elemental was actually fighting with Callus already, the Elemental would have had an even lower AC than normal. So, oops. And likewise, Judd, I messed up on Todd's Burning Hand spell. There isn't an attack roll for that. There is a cat in the background. Saves saves only. So the Elemental would have had to dodge out of the way, and Callus probably would have also because he would have been in that cone.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry. I'm not going to. I haven't prepared that spell today.
Oh,
so
okay. All right.
We're not even going to go there.
Are you basically suggesting that we don't suck as much as we originally thought?
No, I'm saying that I messed up on a bunch of things. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I guess technically we're probably not as bad off as we seemed last time.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure I still got pummeled, but...
Yeah, but all of the stuff that we killed is even more dead.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's a good way to put it.
I mean, and also, Connor, to your point, Tartarus did get his dick kicked in one hit.
Straight up, dick kicked right in.
Permanently in.
He's like, wait, not permanently.
Oh, permanently. At least for an extended period of time.
I have a debuff for an hour.
That's right.
This is a good time for me to reiterate that I am a paladin, but I can't heal anyone yet.
That's a good point too.
You can't unkick my dick in.
I don't have spells for that yet.
It's like the Heimlich, but you go down instead of up.
That's what she said. Or he. I don't judge.
Whatever.
Question mark?
These corrections were brought to you by the mysterious man known only as Higginses. Affectionately known as Higginses by me only. I'm the only one that probably calls him Higginses.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Thanks, Higgins. You know who you are.
Thanks, Higgins. Any questions from last time, guys?
Did we have homework? I don't think I did my homework. I think my dog ate my homework.
Oh, that's cool. No, there was no homework.
It was just put the XP and put the gold in, I think, was the only two things we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yep, it's true. Okay, on to the adventure. We return to our adventure the morning after the dwarf rescue. Chester, Callus, Tot, and Tartarus, you're all sitting at a table in the main floor of the Rusty Dragon. Callus has summoned you here because he has something to share with you, and he slides an envelope to the center of the table that reads, Master Dwarf. And he explains that upon returning to Sandpoint after rescuing the dwarves, he found this envelope slid under his door. And it was sealed with black and yellow wax insignia pressed into the back. And inside the envelope is a card, and in crimson ink, the message reads, I'm in need of capable hands. Look to the old light in 2 days' time. When the light shines blue, find me.
Okay.
Find who?
Dun, dun, dun.
I find them.
Roll to find them. So that's what you've got so far.
I'm a little shocked too because that's the first time I heard the note, even though I had the note.
Yeah, we'll just say that you opened it together.
Okay.
It was a group
and like I say, I write it
opening.
down because I went shopping and I bought a scribe pen. I bought a pen or whatever.
Oh,
that actually happened.
Like an inkwell and parchment?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
He's now a scribe.
Great. Add that to your character sheet. That was a big, big thunderclap. So I have the worst panic that I've had in a long time.
That's good. It gives us
it's
adrenaline.
really,
Yeah, did
it's
you hear
rumbling.
That? It kept rumbling.
Oh yeah, dude.
And we're like 10 minutes in. All right. 2 days pass. You're in the old light. The four of you have managed to climb up into this gigantic broken down lighthouse. And upon entry, you see that blue light that signaled you coming from a flickering campfire. And from behind you, you hear a female voice clear her throat. You turn around. A tall, lithe dusk elf, draped in long, black, revealing silken robes with red embroidery, is standing before you. She's looking at you all with bright violet eyes through long, unbound silver hair. Callus, you notice she's looking at you in particular. She nods.
Oh, yeah. Well, you said like slightly, you said revealing clothing, so I'm like,
Guitar riff.
I'm going to ask you said elf, full elf, right?
Yeah, dusk elf.
Dusk elf, wow. So you're the one that wrote this letter, and I kind of like extended out towards her.
I need your help.
Like all of us?
I do. I need all of your guys' help.
I mean, like, I'm available, I guess. Like, I'm down.
I'm not too busy.
This is my character voice.
It's definitely.
We're going to go through this again, huh, John?
Sort of like a Midwestern thing. I thought it was going to change to be something like this, but I don't think so.
I think I couldn't last an entire episode like that.
Yeah, so we're going to like kind of go with like this weird Midwestern type of thing. I don't know really what it is. But like I'm afraid that Pubby's going to be kind of too close to that. I don't know.
I'm sure you'll find it naturally. Don't force it.
It won't be awkward at all.
No.
We have so much awkward in this group. It's awesome.
There's a lot of awkward.
So is everybody around him right now?
Everyone is with you.
We're
You're
all
up there together, all five of you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, I definitely need everybody's help.
Forrest, can I do sense motive to just see if that is a true statement?
You already don't trust me.
Yeah, you can absolutely roll for sense motive to see if she's being earnest.
So I only got an 8 total.
8 total. Yep, she seems earnest.
So honestly, I've definitely been wronged, and I'm seeking some men that have wronged me, and I just need some help.
Is it like close by, or like we have to do one of these grand adventure things?
It's a little journey.
Define journey.
I don't know about this, guys. This sounds dangerous.
Anything is dangerous to you.
Yeah, that's true.
What kind of wrongs are we talking about? Like they stole your items, or like they broke up with you? Like, let's talk about the specifics.
Yeah, I'd rather not get into that just yet.
And when you say you need to find some people, do you mean locate or do you mean kill?
Well, I'm going to determine that once I find them. I do need to, I would like to speak with them once I find them.
Can I take some dagger that I had found once out from my cloak and offer it to her?
Thank you.
You've been watching me?
For a little bit, yep.
Okay, guys, I'm feeling kind of creeped out here. This chick with purple eyes and like a dagger, and she needs help, but she won't tell us anything about it. Like I'm feeling kind of uneasy here.
Yeah, not to mention the fire was blue. I mean, like we got some magical powers, but I mean, I guess she does too. But that's weird.
The elf explains to you four guys that the reason that she had you guys meet in 2 days is because she needed to do some recon first. And the men that she's described she's looking for, she believes the only lead that she has is in a ship that is currently in Sandpoint Harbor. And she has been staking out this ship. She knows she needs to get on this ship, but she doesn't know what she's going to find. And so somewhere in there is the information and possibly one of the men that she's looking for. And so she's asking for assistance to get onto the ship and look around.
All right.
Right, yeah, and honestly, I don't really care about the treasure, so if you guys do come and help me, it will be a little dangerous and there might be some fighting involved, but I will definitely hand you guys the treasure so you can split it amongst yourselves.
Hey, well, that's pretty cool.
If there's fighting involved, count me in.
considering that this chick accepted the dagger that I mysteriously found in a guy I was once fighting. She's obviously helped me out once, so I'm willing to help her.
Okay.
Well, I'm in if you guys are in.
Excellent.
Are you still wavering, by the way? Are you still, like, high or whatever it is you are?
Am I high? I didn't know I was high.
No, you remember the...
Like, you kept wavering back and forth when we saw you last.
Yeah, you have like a weird magic aura around you that causes like to be like in a drunken stupor.
I mean, yeah, that's my mystique.
That's what I figured. I figured it's just your personality.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a weird mofo.
So, as you guys are chatting, you hear, "Hey, hello? Is someone up there? Have you damn kids again? I told you, you're not supposed to be in the old light."
No one's up here.
Did you say that in character?
Yeah.
Like, I knew it. You kid, hold this. And you hear somebody like trudging around at the bottom of the light.
We need to get out of here.
Are we really afraid of this one dude?
I mean, he sounds like a scary old guy.
How do you know it's one dude?
I just don't want him bringing any more attention.
All right, fine.
Are we near the ship?
You are not near the ship. You're on literally the furthest side of town from it. So
we got to like climb down this thing.
you have to climb back down if you're going to get out. You can poke your head out to see who's out there. You can just climb down and bail.
Oh, yeah.
You can do all manner
Half of us can see in the dark.
Yeah, I'm going to, I want to like peek out and see who it is.
All right. So, Tartarus, you're going to have to make a stealth check. How's your
Okay.
stealth?
We'll see.
Damn
Okay.
it.
All right. That was a 23.
Wow. Yep.
Oh.
Okay. So you just like peek over and you can see that it is the Sandpoint militia and there's 2 patrolmen down there. Now one guy has 2 torches and the other guy is like trying to assess how he's going to climb up the front of the tower. You also know that you climbed up the back of the tower. So it might take him a while to find his way up.
Guys, there's a whole militia down there. We need to get out of here ASAP.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Yeah, time to bail.
All right.
I begrudgingly agree.
Okay. So
Like, doesn't trust me.
you need some place that you can continue this conversation. So you climb back down the old light, sneak around Junker's Way to a place that a couple of you have been before, the Hogshead Inn and Tavern. There's quite a bit of noise coming from inside. So you duck in, and you can see the Hogshead is actually pretty busy tonight, busy enough that you can converse in private. There's a fiddler in the corner playing music, and the other guests are having a good time. Things are pretty swinging here at the Hogshead Tavern. Now, you sit down, and Marianne brings over a round of drinks. And at the table, Sarowyn is going to reveal that after she saw the clothes on the dock worker the other night, she's been sneaking around the docks to gather some info. And the ship of note that she mentioned is a large ship with a painted emblem on the fore. And the painted emblem is a needle and a spool of thread.
Okay.
Is that ship in the port now?
Yes, it is at the port. It is in the port right now. Yeah.
Is it heavily guarded?
A little bit, not too bad, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Now, Sarowyn, can you please roll a D10?
Which one is that?
The one that has, you can either use one that has 00 or just one of them that has a 0 on it. They're like 2 exactly the same. One says like 80, 20, 60, 40, and the other one is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
30.
Okay. And roll it one more time.
60.
Awesome. Okay. So Sarowyn knows the following. She has been spending some time outside of the Hagfish, which is a bar downtown, and she knows that there are 2 docks on either side of the ship. One has a ramp leading up to the deck, one does not. At the nighttime, the ship has at least 3 guards. There are 3 visible from the docks. She also knows that the guard posted on the long dock without the ramp drinks heavily, and she knows that there is a ladder on the back of the ship from the deck down to where you could probably tie up a dinghy.
So what time?
Okay.
What time of night is the guard that drinks heavily?
Well, this is sort of at night. So you guys are probably, it's past sundown at this point. You're probably at like maybe 9 o'clock, which is why so many people are out, I would say.
No, is that when the guard is there?
Oh yeah, the guards are definitely, the guards are around the clock.
The one that drinks heavily, I mean.
Yeah, he's there now. Because no one can bust him because he's on a sort of a singular, more lonely post.
So we're going to need a boat? Or like, you want to just go through the front gate type of deal? Like,
I say we put it up to a vote.
well, we're trying to find people on the ship, right? Are they prisoners? Are they just, like, do they work there? That might help us.
Yeah, who is it exactly we're looking for?
Sarowyn explains that she's not entirely sure that the person that she's looking for is on this ship. This is the only lead she has. And so she's going into the ship for information. Her ultimate goal is to find the men that wronged her, but she's not sure if one of these men is in fact on the ship.
Okay.
So what do you want to do, guys?
I say...
And right as you're discussing this, a round of drinks appears, again, brought to the table by Marianne. From another guest, she says, and then whispers to you without moving her lips, don't look, don't talk, and she cocks her head over to the side of the bar. She continues as she's wiping the table, pretending to be working. He's a friend. Finish your drinks, then follow him. And then she winks at Tartarus and walks off.
What?
Did anyone else see that?
I did. My perception's like mad.
Perception. Roll it.
I immediately swivel and stare at this guy.
I knew we were going to do that. Dude,
With like my mouth just like gaping open. Like, what? What is going on? Who is this guy?
why is she turning her head to the side?
What was that all about?
So Chester immediately sees a dwarf sitting in a deuce alone with his back up against the wall, sipping a beer, mostly facing the other room, had been inconspicuously eyeing you until he turned around, open-faced, and then he puts his drink down and immediately gets up and walks off and kind of around the corner over to what looks like it could be a storeroom.
Mm-hmm.
I get up and follow him or go run to him, like frantically, like trying to apologize for what just happened.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sit back down and look very worried.
Can I like give a little love tap over to Chester and be like, don't do that again?
Well, which one are you doing? Are you still at the table? Or
I'm gonna run over. No, I want to run over to him, like frantically, like, oh crap, sorry about that.
So as he hears footsteps behind him and he quickens his pace and you quicken your pace behind him and eventually you're both running for this door and he gets in first. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm drinking my beer.
Just ignoring.
I rolled a 19 for my perception check, but I've got like I can't find my modifier.
What were you trying to perceive, though?
Tartarus asked if I saw the lady wink at Tartarus, and I believe I did with my baller rolling skills and perception check.
Total was 26. Oh yeah, you definitely saw the wink. And when the dwarf was walking by, you saw the dwarf nod to Floyd in the most subtle way, and Floyd returned the nod in a very subtle way as well.
Wait, who's Floyd?
Floyd is the proprietor of the Hogshead Inn and Tavern.
Oh, okay.
Some of you have been here before, some of you have not. But Floyd has been mentioned as a person, as an NPC earlier to others.
Oh, okay.
That's not the name of the dwarf.
No, the dwarf, you don't know the name of the dwarf. Just that apparently he's friendly with Marianne and Floyd.
I'm sitting there drinking my beer.
I down my beer, but I'm going to go and follow him and see what's going on.
You're going to follow him in?
Yep.
Okay. The rest of you
I'm
guys?
not drinking the beer from that creepy guy.
I'll take it.
Be my
I'm
guest.
staying at the table and just shaking my head at Pubby.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm double fisting
Okay.
and just kind of chilling there and kind of waiting to see what goes down with those two. Maybe I lean over and say, "Hey, what do you guys think of all that?"
I don't even know.
So I'll give you a little hint. You don't hear any scuffling in the other room.
Oh, that's good.
And now 2 of the 5 of you are in that room.
Hey, let's go in that room. I'm going to take my beer. let's just go in there and see what happens. I'm kind of wary. Tartarus is kind of an idiot, and he just kind of runs in there, So we should probably back him up in case things go down.
I'm going to grab my beer with me, and I'm going to walk over and position myself right outside of the door.
I'm gonna shuffle kind of sheepishly behind the crowd, staring at the floor.
All right, are you in the room yet?
No, because I'm like 6 paces behind Callus, and he's just outside the door, so I'm still a ways from being inside the room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of just standing there as like a bouncer drinking my beer.
All right.
Okay, I knock on the door.
The door just opens, and a dwarven hand pulls you in, and then reaches out and grabs Callus by the cloak and pulls him in, and is now aggravatingly waiting for the wavering elf.
I think this is Forrest's way of telling us to just get in the fucking room.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so Pubby kind of shuffles in close enough to the door that somebody can grab him.
Okay, the dwarf grabs you too by your tunic strings, and then closes the door behind and says, "Jesus H, you guys are terrible at following directions." And he wipes his brow off.
That's true. We totally didn't do anything of what she said to do.
I don't think we could have done more of the opposite.
I know, right?
So he's kind of pacing back and forth, and what you're standing in a room that appears to be like the Hog's Head Tavern office and storeroom, and the dwarf goes over to a bar stool and climbs up and sighs and looks at you guys, and he says, "Bloody hell. Well, Sandpoint's latest and greatest guess, I guess. Your heroic rescue of the surveyors has not gone unnoticed. The word on the street is that there's a lady elf skulking around town, and the militia has a report of a dwarf saving a woman from a mugging, and a couple of bodies that fit that story. And everyone in town has seen the old light lit up again." And Sarowyn, the dwarf, looks to you and says, "Been to the Pillbug, have you?" And then he says, "Whether you know it or not, you're drawing a lot of attention to yourselves from some unsavory types. Now, I'm not the type to get involved if I don't have to, but dwarves have been getting a lot of attention lately, and now he's holding his hands like up in the sky, like he's got like spotlights shining on him. As Sandpoint's premier dwarven resident, I can't have that, can I?" And now he's pointing to Tot and Chester, and he says, "And from what I've seen of you two, you couldn't find your barrel from your bunghole. Now, do you mind telling me what you're up to here in quaint Sandpoint?"
I'm just an adventurer. Looking for some adventure.
He rolls his eyes. But he heard you, and he's not challenging that.
Pubby just looks sheepish.
I lean in and whisper, "We're not so sure about Pubby."
I'm gonna just not say anything, but I'm drinking both of my beers, one in each hand.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say the same thing, that we're just local travelers.
All right.
Can I say that I have no problem, absolutely no problem, meeting unsavory types? So what's your point?
He says, finally a straight answer. Good. Well, it seems that you're here for more than just adventure, but you're crossing some people who have a bit, how should I say, greater reach than what you might be used to.
Define greater reach.
I.e., and he pauses for a second and thinks, the kind of people who can find you wherever you go.
What the hell kind of a town do we find ourselves in that by helping a few dwarves come out of a mine, suddenly we got unsavory characters hunting us down? What the hell is going on?
Pubby, keep it down.
I don't like this one bit.
On a side note, it's probably good that somebody is aware that it's abnormal. Tot, Tartarus, Chester, you witnessed in the old light an exchange between Callus and Sarowyn that should have tipped your characters off that without the three of you, something else has happened. the something else this dwarf mentioned to you. So those were, again, you guys were part of the rescue of the surveyors. There's a lady elf skulking around town, and that's all he says for that. A report of a dwarf saving a woman from a mugging, and a couple of bodies that fit the story. So more than one person was murdered. The old light lit up again, or from that statement, you get the feeling that that's an unusual thing. And then he mentions a store in town, the Pillbug. And then he totally dissed Chester and Tot also.
Yeah, I'm just really not putting two and two together here, man. As I continue to drink my beer. Which is weird because I have like really high wisdom and intellect and perception, so I should be like
totally grasping.
Yeah, totally getting it and reading between the lines.
There's no lines. He's literally asking you what you're doing here, and he doesn't believe that you're just like, oh, we're just passing through.
Well, I mean, it's not very often, I guess, one sees a gloriously handsome half-elf, but, they do exist.
They're there.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody roll a sense motive check.
I'll do it.
You can all do it.
Fine, I'll do it.
Or perception, or whatever.
I'll do sense motive here.
Sense motive.
Okay.
Someone has a sense motive, that would be fine.
I got a 19.
I got a 19 too.
Cool. So you both can tell that this guy is not a threat. This dwarf is not a threat. He is very much telling you, honestly, that the actions that you've taken, whether or not you realized it, have put you in the sights of some powerful and maybe not legitimate people that are in Sandpoint or have connections in Sandpoint.
But he hasn't told us anything about who.
Hey, he's still waiting for your purpose of like, what are you guys doing, and what are you doing?
I mean, I can elaborate a little more and just say that, I'm on a personal journey and I am literally passing through, but I did need some help. And so I asked these guys if they can come with me, and they all agreed.
That piqued his interest. What's your game?
There's just some people from my past that I'm looking for.
And you think they're here in Soundpoint?
I think one of them might be.
Do you know their name?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to disclose who I'm looking for.
Yeah, so I just found myself here. I don't really have, I have things to do. Well, not really, because I'm in Sandpoint. But I'm just kind of passing through. I left my town, my people, I'm just kind of winging it, man. I'm a young half-elf. 50 years old. I got plenty of time to figure it out.
He is looking at you with one of the largest single raised eyebrows that he can muster on his bald dwarven head. And then he looks back at Sarowyn and says, "Where is this person?"
We believe that he might be at a ship that's at the port.
The new big ship.
I know it's docked right at the Sandpoint Harbor. It's a large ship, yes.
I've seen it.
So, if we were to say, enter the ship, do you have any advice you might want to give us?
So he smiles, and he says, "Aye. Could be a problem getting on the ship. What do you know already?" And he upnods to Sarowyn.
I do know that it is guarded with a few guards, and one of them does like to drink heavily, so the goal is to get on the ship or when he's on duty.
He looks very pleased with you, and he says, "Good job, lass." And this dwarf also adds that there is a daily transfer of cargo onto and off of the ship. Multiple big crates. You get the feeling from this that he's also been checking this out.
Checking the ship out?
Yeah, he's very aware of the ship. I mean, he's got information about it that immediately lets you know that he has been watching people come off, go on, what they're doing, cargo, etc. And he's pleased with your spying abilities. That's why he was like, "Good job, lass."
Can we ask him what he does with the ship? Like, does he work for it? Does he work by it? How does he know this? information.
Let's just say me and my associates are interested parties.
All right, I sneeze violently.
To break.
Who let this cat in here, man? Could you get it out of here?
It's not my cat, it's Floyd's and Marianne's. You'll have to deal with it. Use a tissue.
Let's. All right, I wipe my snot on my cloak, sniffling.
And I give him a dirty, dirty look.
I take one step away.
All right. So you want to get on the ship, huh? Well, at nighttime, most of the sailors are drinking out the feed bag, which is pretty close. So what's your approach?
Oh, well, we haven't really discussed it as a group yet, but we were thinking definitely head over there when that guard that's drinking heavily is on duty.
The drunk guard's your best angle, you think, huh?
For now.
Definitely.
Unless you have other suggestions.
Nope, sounds good to me. Let's go. And he jumps off the stool and he grabs his big, big, boxy backpack and he says, we'll go out this way. Come on. And he waves you out through a side door.
Okay. I follow right behind.
Okay, he's just standing there with the door open, waving.
Well, I run out the door.
Full speed.
Yeah, like book it. Like full sprint.
I like the cut of that guy's jib.
I'm ready, coach. Put me in.
Spanks him on the way out.
All right.
I follow him with both glasses, but I drank all the contents, and I realized before I leave, like, oh, I got to turn around and put them down. So I do that, and then I walk out.
Okay.
Right on the door frame.
So the door can't close.
Yeah.
Yeah, like leaves them right there.
I'm assuming you're all following?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Can I be the last one out and stop to ask him, seriously, why are you helping us?
Yeah, okay. Chester, you've moved on. Are you following?
Yeah, I shuffled out.
Okay. So as he closes the door, and Callus, you're there, and you ask him, what's in it for him? Like, why is he?
Yeah, just like, why is he like helping us, and why did he like try to get our attention subtly and stuff? Like, he must have something to gain from helping us,
and something to hide.
Yeah.
So he looks at you and he goes, "Look, dwarf to dwarf, I have vested interest on that ship as well. But if the lot of you went on there by yourselves, you probably wouldn't make it off."
Mm-hmm.
So you continue towards the ship, and you're going to walk down Festival Street, which is one of the main streets in town. That's also where the Sandpoint Theater is that Todd has been to. And you get down by the Sandpoint shipyard, and he tells you to kind of duck in to the left. And you're behind a shop called Hannah's now in an alley, and you can kind of see that long dock where the drunk guard is. And he is close to the back, and he is definitely looking, even from where you're standing, you can tell he's looking a little tipsy. And just kind of, when he does the turnaround part from his patrol, he wavers a bit and then walks back, and he's rocking a little bit. On the ship, you can see one guard moving back and forth, and then another guard just standing on the far side of the ship, which appears to be the ramp. And the dwarf says to you, "All right, who's going in?"
Well, I guess it's me.
I am not stealthy, for the record.
Tartarus, he grabs you by the belt and says, "Hold on.
Wait, what?
What's your plan? Are you just going to walk up to him?"
I mean, he's half in the can. Why not?
"Look, if you kill him, the other guards are going to hear."
Oh, I didn't say kill him. I was just going to...
That sword's bigger than me.
Taps fingers together, improvise.
Forrest.
Yeah.
Can I do detect evil on the guard?
Yeah. Actually, what's the range on that?
60 feet.
You are more than 60 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably twice that.
God help him if he's evil.
Yeah, maybe the stealthy one should go then, because my ways are clearly not needed.
The dwarf looks up at you with like his finger like a A-OK, and he goes, "That's the right answer."
Okay, and I happily agree.
Okay.
Can I offer a suggestion?
Yeah.
Is Sarowyn objectively hot?
She's 6'4", like 140 pounds, huge boobs.
Dude, he's half drunk. Come on.
And she's wearing revealing clothing, I might add.
Like we all kind of like do the eyebrows, like
You could
come
totally
on.
get close enough to just like stab him in the back.
Or I could just walk by and distract him while one of you guys stabs him in the back.
And the dwarf says, or you could distract him and give him some of this. And he hands a flask to you, Sarowyn.
Oh.
Okay. That's an even better idea. So I'll use my looks and booze to distract him and have the others help me from there.
The dock is probably 40 feet long, probably, and he's down at the end. So you have to saunter on down there, and the guys probably wouldn't be able to catch up to you in time, depending on how long you distract him. I mean, give it a shot.
Okay. All right. So I take the flask and I start walking down there. I hike up my cloths a little bit more, pull the top down a little bit more, and I start walking towards him very slowly.
The sexiest catwalk sounds in the background for this music. Ba-bum, ba-bum, something really swanky. All right, so you approach the guard who, on his return trip up the dock, sees you and is startled, and a grin creeps onto his face as he sees this tall, scantily clad figure approach him. And then he kind of like rubs his eyes to make sure he's not that drunk. And he's looking at you kind of awestruck.
Okay, great. So I walk up to him, and is he wearing a name badge? Can I see his name?
No, he's not.
It's like a Walmart.
Drape your finger across his name plate.
Well, hey there, Tom.
Well, then
Slight
I say,
What brings you by here, Tom?
He is. I'll tell you
But
what.
it's really spelled thom.
He is wearing. Nice. He is wearing a button-down shirt. I'll give you that.
All right, so I'll walk up to him and I'll take my finger and run it down the buttons, unbutton one, and just say, "Hey, fella."
Hey, hi.
And I'll pull out my flask and I'll take a sip of it and I'll say, "Nice night for a drink."
Oh, it sure is.
Oh God, we didn't check if that wasn't poison.
Are you going to offer him some?
I am, yeah. Would you like
Okay.
some?
Yeah, please. And he takes it and he takes a big pull off of it. And Sarowyn, you need to make a Constitution save.
What does that mean?
That means, or it's a Fortitude save, but it'll be Constitution specific. So you need to roll a 20-sided die and then add your modifier to it.
All right. Where's the modifier again?
On the left-hand side of the character sheet, there's a block of 3 things that say Fortitude, Reflex, and Will.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You take whatever's in that Fortitude box, that first one that says under total, and then
-1.
Okay, so what did you roll?
An 8, so I've got 7.
Okay, so at that moment, the guard sort of, you guys can see this from where you're standing, the guard slowly starts to waver around in a circle, much more than Chester's usual performance. And then he drops to the ground, and then Sarowyn drops to the ground.
Uh-oh.
I asked the dwarf, what was in that?
Yeah, like we all look over.
He shrugs and says, "Poison."
Oh,
Like,
Is this my last episode?
oh no. I run over to Sarowyn and try to do healy things.
Okay. So
You start slapping her.
yeah, I know.
that's great.
Where's the glove? We need to get the glove off.
It worked before.
That's brilliant. Okay, so
Hubby goes and just sits on the chest of the dwarf that just collapsed and like watches what everybody else is doing to try to rescue Sarowyn.
all right. So no, the dwarf is he was a human guard.
Oh, okay. The human guard. He's just sitting on his chest.
So he's just there like he's pretty like he's out permanently probably.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so Sarowyn's down, the guard's down.
Can I don't have like a heal spell. Can I just try to do like, I don't know how to cure poison?
So there's a couple things you could try. If anyone has a heal spell or the heal skill, they can do a heal check.
I have that.
Okay. Are you all over there already?
Yeah, I ran over with Callus.
Okay. And Tot, the cat seems to have followed you, Tot. So what are you doing?
Yeah, I know. I'm still like, damn thing. And I walk down sneezing, walking down, trying not to draw too much attention to myself. Walking down the dock, I approach the group and say, well, I have a Cure Light Wounds spell, but I don't know if that's going to do it.
Okay.
And then I say that.
Okay. So what do you guys want to try?
Can I roll a furry heal check thing?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yep. Roll and add your modifier.
Oh, boy. We don't want to talk about it. 4.
4 total?
Yeah, I might as well just hit her with a gauntlet.
Nice. Okay. Anybody else?
I'm sorry, Sarowyn. I also rolled a 4.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
This may or may not be your last episode.
I rolled a 10, was a wisdom. Heal is a wisdom thing, plus 2, so
12.
my wisdom is 15. So this is
Upside down 2 looks like a 5, but that's not.
Oh, right. Because I always look at my wisdom score as my base score. It has nothing to do with that.
Oh, no, it does actually,
it's
but
the
the skill check is the one you want under skills tab.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
There's a.
Now I know math. Yeah, so 12.
Okay. So 12 does it. You get over and sort of stand over this incredibly lanky, tall person and do the Heimlich maneuver, putting her face over the water, and she vomits into the brink and coughs and eventually comes to.
I stand up and put my arms in the air and go, woohoo!
And guards immediately respond.
Yeah.
As we're stealthily sneaking.
Do a perception check.
Who?
Probably everyone. Sarowyn, you have a -4 or 5, we'll say, to your perception check if you're going to run one. Everyone else doesn't, just Sarowyn, because she just vomited and woke up from being passed out.
I got a 14.
Oh, I have a 2.
Okay.
20.
God.
20?
26.
Okay. 26, Justin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so you heard the guard that you saw walking around the deck stop.
Ah, crap.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yes, like more like, ah, crap.
All right.
So the rest of us don't know that yet.
Don't know what yet.
That the guard stopped, and that Tot knows that.
Chester, you know it too. Definitely.
Okay.
Anyone who rolled under a 10 probably doesn't know it.
Did you guys hear that? I think a guard just heard us.
You hear footsteps now walking over towards the side of the ship that you're on.
Quick, hide. Let's drag this body closer to the boat where people can't see it looking over the side of the boat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
For once, you had a good idea.
I'm just going to look at Pubby like awestruck. What?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Like, what?
All right, so how are you going to do that? And how are you going to hide yourselves?
I was going to say, is it such that we can just get as close to the boat as possible and the person that's looking over the edge can't see down because we're down underneath him?
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you guys all to roll stealth checks.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Yeah, I'm with you.
God damn it.
15.
I got a 14.
Guys, I might have just gotten us killed.
All right, so 24.
Okay,
Wow.
nice, very nice.
I got 12.
Oh,
I got a 6.
okay. So let's see.
We're screwed.
No, you lucked out big time.
Oh, man.
Wow. Okay,
Jesus.
so the guard kind of looks down, says, all right. And then walks back, and you can hear him walking back along his patrol on top of the ship.
I let out an exasperated sigh.
Yeah. We all go like,
Ooh, collective sigh.
So you managed to avoid detection by the skin of your teeth, but you still need to get up into the boat. And meanwhile, the dwarf that is standing next to you is looking at you, Tot, as awestruck as Callus was looking at Chester. Like, put a cork in it.
Oh, yeah. I was like, why?
Okay, how are you going to get on the boat?
I've got this rope that we might be able to toss up there and maybe loop it on or something. I don't know.
Do we have to do something with the guard?
The guard is dead now.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Yep. Well, I mean, you can check. I ruined it. He's dead.
He's definitely dead.
I mean, at this point, he's had the poison in him so long after that, I mean, you probably could have saved him and bound him up or who knows what.
Nah.
But the poison's been in him so long now that he's dead.
I kick him a little bit.
Is there anything on him of value that we can take?
You can search him if you want to. I mean, I guess you can roll a perception check.
Okay, I got 18.
Okay, he doesn't have anything.
Okay.
I mean, he's got like a weapon. He's got a sword at his side, and he has like cloth armor. That's it.
Does anybody want a sword?
I'm sticking with my flail.
No, I'm good, but I'm gonna reach down and pick up the flask that he dropped.
Okay.
I'm assuming he dropped it.
He did drop it.
All right, I take the flask. Might need it for later.
Is there poison left in the flask?
There's probably trace amount.
Shake it. And by shake it, I mean roll a die. 27
Okay,
die.
I was like, I actually moved my hands.
Shakes inanimate object.
17 plus, what do you want me to plus that with?
No plus. Because of it's been sitting on the ground because they both passed out by the time you get over there and you just picked it up, there's a little bit in it. Maybe a sip. The dwarf who's with you he gives you the thumbs up and then puts his hand out to reclaim his flask.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
It's enough to kill a small cat.
That is following Tat.
I was going to sort of rim the inside of it and taste it and go, that's good shit. And then send it back to it. But I don't do that now.
Okay.
I did it in my mind.
Tat, apparently you have a rope.
Yeah, I got a rope.
Okay. Are you going to use the rope to try to get up?
I do like a little knot type of thing, maybe. Oh, wait, what else what can I sort of like put together here? It's not a grappling hook. Okay, I've got an iron pot. I tie the rope to the iron pot and just toss the thing up the side, hoping that it acts as a makeshift grappling hook.
Oh my god, we're doomed.
Someone else want to talk some sense into Judd?
Like,
We're
let's
trying to be
slam this
stealthy
big iron
here.
pot.
Yeah, before he throws that, I put my hand over his hand so he can't throw that.
Smart. Okay.
And I look at you like, not a good idea, no?
You're like, really?
Sarowyn, you do have a rogue's kit on you, and in that rogue's kit is a grappling hook.
So I have. Can you remind me what is in my rogue's kit?
Yeah, there is a grappling hook and some disguise stuff. Right now, of import, the grappling hook is the only thing.
Oh, okay. So I pull out my grappling hook and
Okay.
I hand it over, and I said, "This might help."
All right. Actually, you should probably do it because you're the most dexterous out of anyone here.
Oh. So I show you guys what I've got, and I said, "This will help us."
Oh, yeah, that's way better than what I had.
Huge clangy pot. So you you whip the grappling hook up, and it catches the side of the ship on the banister that protects the people from falling off. And you climb up, and from your vantage point, looking between those posts, you can see that the guard is standing at the ramp, and that guard is looking over towards the other dock that you didn't come up. And the guard that came over to look is walking around from the inside of the ship. There's a couple of stairways that go up to the quarterdeck, and he's just making his rounds. And
Okay.
right as where you're climbing up, there are stairways. There's a stairway down to the next level.
Okay. So can I keep an eye out, and when I notice that he's passed and it's safe, I'll motion for them to come up one by one.
You will be seen at some point, but it's a pretty tall ship, or a pretty long ship, so he's going to be taking a while to get himself around to where you guys are. But you can kind of hide up in the quarterdeck and then jump down onto basically a staircase out of view.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. So let's say you climb up first. Who's next?
I'll climb up.
Okay.
Do I have to roll?
I don't think you need to roll to can you climb up a rope? It's clear for you to come up because Sarowyn had you come up, but you should make a stealth check when you jump down the staircase.
Okay, so I'll roll up, we'll walk up, whatever, and I'll do my stealth check. 13.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. So you get down into level 1.
Cool.
Who's next?
All right, Todd's going to go next.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. I got a critical fail.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Does that mean he falls in the water?
That
Oh, no,
voice
wait.
says it all.
Oh, no, you can't add a modifier on a critical fail.
You cannot add a modifier to critical fail, yeah. Holy shit.
You dropped the pot like all over the deck and like kicked it. You kicked it over by the guard.
But you
What's critical fail? Is that actually
It's a 1.
a 1? Okay.
So, all right. Tot jumps down to level 1. Not only does he not stick the landing, he lands on his back, specifically on the pail.
Oh.
On level 1, there is a guard patrolling, and he hears that noise and runs over. Well, Tot's in a pickle, but what happens? I guess we'll find out next time. That's it for this episode. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's at StabbyQuest for the latest StabbyQuest news, which can also be found at our website, StabbyQuest.com. Our players are Justin Emerson, Connor Kern, Brandon Marion, Sarah North, and Chad Rogers. Your game master is yours truly, Forrest G. Emerson. StabbyQuest is co-produced by Brandon and me. Original artwork is by Justin Gray. Check him out on Instagram at burn.to.build and Twitter at burn2build or at his website burn2build.com. See you next week.
Good night.
Nailed it.